Hello? Hello, Jeff? Yeah, it's me. It's Vince. What do you mean, Vince who? Vince, your buddy Vince. What do you mean you don't remember? We go back 20 years, all the way back to the WWF in 1994. Remember, I shot those first vignettes with you. Then remember, I started writing television with Vince, and I made sure you were on every single week in a pivotal role. Remember, we dropped flyers from the ceiling. You rode in horses lit up. Remember, every week I made sure you were on the show. Well, what do you mean you still don't remember? Oh, okay, maybe you'll remember this. Remember then I went to WCW as the head writer there, and you came along, and the next thing you knew, I put the strap on you. I made you the champion at WCW. Yeah, I got a lot of flack by a lot of people, but I still did it. Remember that? Remember how loyal I was to my good buddy? You still don't remember. Okay, do you remember starting TNA together? Do you remember the conversation with me giving you the name TNA? Do you remember me suggesting a six-sided ring? None of that rings a bell. You don't know who this is. What about the guy that was there through all the personal trauma you went through over there at TNA? Remember that guy? Vince. Yes, Vince Russo. That's it. Listen, I know you haven't called in a couple of years. I know you totally discarded me at a point when I could no longer do anything for you, but I just wanted to touch base and see how you're doing. But most importantly, listen, I do this show now. I have this audience called The Brand. And, I usually give the brand what they want. And Double, they're very intrigued over this King of the Mountain title that you are defending on infields at minor league ballparks across America, because I know there's a King of the Mountain belt that you're defending, but there's a lot of confusion over exactly what is King of the Mountain. Now, the first question I have to ask you, Double, is was there any discussion that this King of the Mountain title ever had to be defended on a mountain? In other words, if you're King of the Mountain, then we're going to defend the title on Mount Everest. I mean, did that ever come into play? No. Okay. All right. So then you basically would be King of the Mountain of whichever mountain you were wrestling at the time. Like, for instance, Florida, it doesn't have any mountains, but it has Space Mountain. So were you King of Space Mountain? Yeah, I know that would be gimmick infringement with Flair, but that's the only thing that makes sense to me, because there's no other mountains in Florida where you won that King of the Mountain title. Now, immediately then, what I thought about, I wrote about this too, the fact that, you live in Nashville. So maybe the King of the Mountain, maybe it's the Smoky Mountains. I know the Smoky Mountains are in Nashville. Are you defending the Smoky Mountains when you're in the ring in the infields of minor league ballparks? Is that what we're defending? The Smoky Mountains? I guess so. Yeah, gimmick infringement, the Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and they have a champion. So yeah, you would probably get sued if that were the case. So as King of the Mountain, what exactly is it that you're defending? You're not sure. You're just defending a King of the Mountain title. I'm reading too much into it. I don't know if you say I'm reading too much into it. I'm just a little confused, just a little baffled by the whole thing. So in retrospect, I could tell my listeners, you're not defending a mountain per se. You're just King of the Mountain, like Hank is King of the Hill, where he really is. There's no hill. Like Hank doesn't hang out on a hill. It's just a matter of speech. So King of the Mountain is just a matter of speech. There really is no mountain. The belt doesn't have to be defended on a mountain. As a matter of fact, like the mountain pretty much has nothing to do with anything. All right. Okay. I understand. I'm a little confused. I hope you don't mind me asking. Listen, I got to tell you, I've really been enjoying this infomercial for your Global Wrestling Force. Yeah, the infomercial on Destination America, that infomercial every week. What do you mean it's not an infomercial? That's TNA Wrestling. You're promoting your company, Global Wrestling Force, on another company's wrestling show. Well, what are they paying you to do that? Excuse me? They're paying you to promote the Global Wrestling Force on their wrestling show. That's interesting. Hey, that's the first. I've never heard that before. But listen, I got to be honest with you. Good luck. And hey, if you ever need me again, if you ever want to use me again, you know where to reach me. But until then, good luck with the Global Wrestling Force. I got to tell you, that interview that you did, that interview with the professor, riveting. 2 weeks of riveting television, and I want to applaud you for that. But good luck with everything you're doing going forward. And listen, if by chance you ever need me again, and I doubt you ever will. I know you needed me, with WWE, you needed me at WCW, you needed me at TNA. I understand all that. You don't need me now, but regardless, good luck with everything. Good luck with the new promotion, Global Wrestling Force, and I wish you all the luck in the world, old friend. All right, man. You take care.